Hello, Gina Ammon.
And Donna Baker. We're with Douglas Elliman.
And today we're going to talk about the writing offer process.
Yeah.
So once you are ready, we will sit down with you. We're going to go through page by page what you are signing. We never want anyone signing anything without them knowing what they're signing.
So we're hand holders.
We are hand holders, yes. And we would never suggest writing more than one offer at a time, because in the event that your offer gets accepted within 3 business days, we're going to be requiring that the escrow will be requiring that you put a 3% earnest money deposit into escrow, which is done by wire.
Right. So it's not automatically 3%, but I will tell you that most listing agents are insisting on a 3% deposit. And the reason for that is that they want to assure the seller that you're a really qualified buyer and you're very earnestly interested in their property. And that's why it's called earnest money deposit.
And that 3% goes against the down payment. Oftentimes people say, oh, so it's you have to put the down payment plus 3. No, that goes against your down payment at the end.
It gets deducted, yeah.
Yes.
And then there are 3 basic contingencies, sometimes 4 if you have a house to sell while you're trying to buy, which is rare in these days right now. So the 3 contingencies are appraisal, financing, and inspection.
And generally speaking, those contingencies are 17 days. In a competitive market environment, we do suggest narrowing down the home inspection to 10 days.
Correct.
Because oftentimes if a property is going to fall out of escrow, it's because of the inspections.
Right. And then the appraisal contingency is sometimes being waived by a lot of buyers, especially in a crazy market, which we were seeing a month or 2 ago. I don't know that a lot of buyers are comfortable waiving the appraisal actually. So if you want to keep that appraisal in place, it's fine. We need to talk to the lender and make sure that the lender is okay with you removing it.
Right. The lender will still require an actual appraisal, but the contingency is what in highly competitive situations, sometimes if you're going way above list, that can be removed, but we would guide you through that process along with your lender.
Yeah. And then the financing contingency goes hand in hand with the appraisal. And so the lender wants to make sure that you are buying a home that is worth what you're paying for it, not what your mortgage is,
right,
but what you're paying for the property, so that if something terrible happens and they have to take it back, they want to make sure that it's worth what it appraises for.
Right. So. And once the lender gets what's called a final loan approval, then at that point, generally, we're given a green light by the lender to remove that loan contingency and have full contingency removal.
And in order to do that, we need to put that in writing. So when I first got into the business, everything was passive and they were automatically removed. That's not the case now, because
Thankfully.
we want to make sure that everybody is on board to remove those contingencies in writing. So we do have a form for you to do that, so that we can signal to the listing agent that everything's copacetic and that you're ready to close escrow.
And once that happens, we will advise you that that's kind of when there's really kind of no turning back. Right. So we always tell people that.
Yeah.
So
I kind of compare contingencies. I use the analogy of marriage, right? So when you're looking at houses, you're dating, and then when you find a house and you get into escrow, you're engaged, and then when you remove your contingencies, you're getting married.
Or you're married.
Or you're married.
You're married.
So that's part of the purchase process. So
yes.
I think next time you hear from us, we're probably going to talk about listings. So thanks for tuning in again. We hope that you're enjoying this. If you have any suggestions on things that you'd like us to discuss, we're open to it.
Let us know.
Anything real estate related, we can probably talk about it.
And please do give us a call if you are ready to buy or sell. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.